short vlog today because we're going to Greenfield Village, and I think that's something pretty cool to share with you guys if you've never been to Greenfield Village. I haven't actually been there in a really, really long time. A glimpse into what you could do there if you're ever in the Detroit area.
You can get in here with a film crew. You just have to ask. You just have to ask for permission.
I like going.
So my son here just looked up how much it costs to go get married at Greenfield Village. It's $2,000 to rent one of the chapels. $2,000. We're gonna go check out the old-timey baseball. Baseball with no mitts, no mitts. Come on. If you get a chance, you come here to Detroit. You need to check this out. You should come in the summer though. They do a Christmas thing down here too, which is supposed to be really, really cool. So they're out here playing old-timey baseball. No gloves, thin sticks, weird rules. Not MLB. The cool thing about this place is you get to walk into everything. You're not restricted from walking into anything, so it's really cool. There's nowhere to charge my phone in here. Not everything's open. See, that one's not.
Never actually thought about that before.
Well, Daggett Farmhouse. Samuel Daggett held many jobs like many other people in the community. Sometimes he even pulled teeth. That's how I feel about getting the garbage out of the house. It's like pulling teeth.
I have a question. I'm
Yes.
not trying to get in your business.
That's all right.
But are you like a YouTuber or
Yes.
what? Okay, that's what I think. Because I seen that camera, I was like, I know what that is.
That's a 360.
Yeah. Yep. Actually, we just launched a new one 2 days ago. A new YouTube channel 2 days ago. So, just a vlogging channel. So
I
it's
love
very new.
vloggers.
Yeah. So if you want to follow, it's Steven with a PH Lemon.
Okay.
Or you can look up hashtag AlemonsLife. Just a everyday vlog.
Hey,
Very
that's
cool.
awesome.
What was your name?
Sway.
Sway?
Uh-huh.
Messed up. That's Sway way down there. My recording stopped. She was way down there. Darn it. She was pretty cool. My wife just tried convincing our son that some Webster was related to us. Up the steps. So Sway, I just messed up recording you. So if you were watching this, give me a thumbs up and tell me where your YouTube channel is. First dictionary. There's the baseball game. Huh? Yes.
Take control?
Yeah, absolutely. What's your name?
Joseph.
Joseph. Say hi, Joseph.
Hi. How are you guys?
Good. There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. See you later.
Yeah.
Look, before the internet, there was interpages. I probably shouldn't record the video. Noah Webster. The dictionary. So I didn't realize that when I walked in. This is the guy who came up with the words that I can't spell. All of them. I argue that you could spell fish P-H-Y-S-H. You could. I got a fingerprint on my lens.
I'm a pro at making your bed.
You want to see the most beautiful thing I've seen, like it's been around since like the 1600s? Look at her, look.
Since the 1600s, really?
Look.
There's a river down there.
Got an old river over here, check this out. What if they have like old boats that steam down there? It is cool too, you get to see people walking around in like period dress. So we're kind of like in the middle and we're trying to figure out what to do next. So I'm just going to make you guys really dizzy for a second and just turn around, talk for a minute, so be really dizzy. But here's the cool thing, Greenfield Village has tons of stuff to offer. Train rides, you can get a ride in a Model T, working Model T, old car. You can go inside all these places, check things out, turn old candlesticks on lathes. There's a lot of really cool stuff to do. Chapel was closed, but I did tell my son he should find a girlfriend here. Enjoy your stay. Thanks for joining us today, ladies. It's been a pleasure having you here. This trough for the horses looks like it's carved out of wood. Oh, might actually be carved out of wood. Check that out. Wanna go in the general store? Look at how fat those bats were. It's crazy. Check that thing out.
Time, Ford was the second richest man in the world. If you Google his wealth in today's dollars, he's almost 3 times richer than Bill Gates.
If you heard that, but Henry Ford was 4 times richer than Bill Gates in today's money. That's what I just heard. I don't know if it's true. I'm looking up. So desk, this could be my editing desk. If you guys can see that. Yeah, there you go. Now you can see it. This would be a sweet editing desk. Game of Checkers. They literally sold everything in the stores. Detroit area right there. St. Clair. Canada, Essex County, Canada. Railroads run pretty similarly to where all of the freeways run. They're finishing up their game, so we're doing 360 video. Right up there, Anthony's back.
2/3 are original artifacts of that time, talking 1880s, give or take.
Okay.
1/3 are reproductions. Now, most of the items that we do have as reproductions is because we did have the originals for a long time, but they were starting to deteriorate or get toxic. Example, soup cans are reproductions because the originals were starting to swell. Vacuum sealed containers with food that swell, it's botulism gas. Can't have that around.
Okay.
Those gift boxes over there, they're reproductions. The originals starting to get mold in them, so you can't have those around.
Right.
So of the 1/3 items are reproductions because the originals were either getting toxic or disintegrating.
Jeez.
It's like the game that never ends. He let her win. These things are awesome.
Hi.
Is that thing difficult to ride?
Once you get the hang of it, all I can say is riding a modern bike now, after having ridden this for about 2 years now, it's very hard to get a hang of riding.
On a modern bike compared to
Yes,
this bike?
yeah. Being used to kind of the ritual involved in riding this, having to mount and dismount as opposed to just getting on and being able to ride. I'll demonstrate a little bit of that for you. You can see I have that little peg right here.
Yes.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this front brake. Usually we associate brakes with stopping, right? In this, almost all of the utility in the brake comes in starting. So we hold that to stabilize our front wheel. We hike up our left leg like that, bounce along for momentum with an upward momentum. So our dismount aims to replicate that process in reverse. So we find that little peg and we ease ourselves down with as much grace and elegance as is humanly possible on this sort of bike.
How long did it take you to get that down?
So it took me about 2 hours to be able to mount confidently. 4 hours to be able to balance confidently, 6 hours for everything. 6 hours to be able to ride in front of people like you and not look like a fool.
That guy was pretty cool. He like demonstrated how to do that. I think I could master it in less than 12 hours.
We gotta go down.
Getting a hand-dipped ice cream or float or both. Carousel confection. Carousel confections. Yummy. Remember doing this when you were a kid? You do, don't you? It's fun. It's good. It's very good. This is what I mean by like period dress. Like, check this out. Hey. Pretty awesome.
Like we're old friends now.
1869.
The Heinz house.
Heinz Company, that's from Pittsburgh. Ford Motor Company. I wonder if this is like the first Ford building.
The loading dock.
It's pretty good. It's really bad for diabetic, but
You're coming down pretty fast.
it's helping me not have a low blood sugar. I don't know if I've shared this yet already, but my son is a machinist and he wants to come here and make like an old-timey candlestick. He's used to a CNC machine, so he's coming to do it old school. Pay a few bucks and make one. Should be pretty cool.
Wants to make one.
I do. Should we wait 5 minutes? So explain to us what you get to do. Do you get to run the machine? Do you get to...
you run our 1917 Brown and Sharp turret lathe, taking a piece of rod like this, about 8 feet long, turn it down with a few steps. This is halfway done. This is what you get to walk away with. You do it all by yourself. We just help you learn how to run the machine.
So you get to do all of that right there. I think it's worth the 45-minute wait because you get to go to work and tell your boss you can run a 1919 Browning lathe. I think you should make one just so that I can get some video of you making one. And don't say no because I said that. Like, everybody would like to see that. I don't know if you guys can see that, but what they used to do, they would run one drive shaft through the shop, just like that. And each one of those big wheels right there would get one belt that would come down to each machine. And each machine would get its power from that. And you can see they actually have this hooked up to show you that. So you see how there's that one belt that runs down to the machine? Right there, actually. It's pretty cool. So we're waiting in line about 30 or 40 minutes. So you get to make your own little tiny birthday candle stick out of a brass piece on a 1919 Browning lathe. Now, if you're not a machinist or been around lathes for a long time, first off, 1919, it's pretty old. You don't get to do that on an old lathe like that. We get to do it on modern lathes all the time, but to do it on something like this. Part of my daytime job is training people on metalworking. Looking at this, I can point out a bunch of different tools in here. There's your tailstock for the lathe, there's the headstock for the lathe. The head spins, and the part spins. The tool actually gets mounted here in what's called tool post, and it allows the tool to move in and out, back and forth. Say something. My wife is normally not one to go into the machine, but she's making a candlestick out of it. Here you go. She's gonna cut it off. All right. So my wife did a pretty good job of making a candlestick. So here's where you get to load up on a Model T. It's pretty darn cool. So you watching this at night, you can thank this guy, Edison's Workshop. It's called the Menlo Park Machine Shop. Dynometer. This contraption measures the mechanical power supplied at the dynamos. Making machines that lit lamps. Yep.
And welcome to the Menlo Park Lab Complex, the world's very first research and development facility for profit.
Wow. Is this the building that Tesla worked out of? Or
Yes.
It was.
Mm-hmm. For a short period of time, they worked together.
I'm like standing where Tesla walked.
The Tesla was after this one. He wasn't part of Menlo Park at all.
Oh, he had said that Tesla had worked in here for a very short period of time.
It wasn't in Menlo Park. It
Oh.
was
So we had a blast here at Greenfield Village. We were only here for a couple hours, maybe 4 hours, but I would definitely get out here and do this summer. It's in Dearborn, Michigan, which is just outside of Detroit. I mean, literally just outside of Detroit. The amazing thing about this is Henry Ford himself financed these hundreds of acres to create this space in memory of all of the great things that took place. He literally trucked in all the dirt around Edison's Manola plant, and it's all New Jersey dirt surrounds all those buildings. There's a white fence we're going to walk by in just a second, and literally every square inch of that entire area is filled in with the soil from New Jersey, so that the buildings that Edison worked in to create the filament for the light bulb, all those buildings are sitting in the original soil. So pretty darn cool. Even if you're not a history person, this is pretty cool to see, because to be honest with you, you're watching this on some kind of electronic device that's charged through power that Edison and these guys learned how to harness. So get out here and check out where the history of all this stuff comes from, because it's worth knowing. So here's that white picket fence. All that area. My wife's looking at wallets. I actually need a new wallet. So getting ready to head home. I'm gonna wrap up today's vlog. So just do me a favor, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs down. That's okay. I know. Not everybody likes what I do, but I do. So give me a thumbs up, give me some comments, let me know what you think. And if you get a chance to get out to Greenfield Village, just let me know what you thought. It's a pretty cool place to go. I don't know exactly the cost of the ticket. I'll have to put that in the comments below. And I'll put the address to Greenfield Village in the comments below, as well as their website. Very cool place, and I'm not being paid to say any of this at all. Just went with my family, had a blast. All right, until next time, thanks for tuning in.